Wilson Morales from Black Film TV. Anthony, how's it going?
Wilson, good to see you, man.
Good to see you. From Washington Heights to Brooklyn, from Godzilla to Transformers, is there anything you can't do?
Uh, I guess we're gonna find out, right? I'm just trying everything, and then I'll make the list of all the things I can't do, and I'm gonna text you.
I like this. I like this film. I like the role in it. Talking about playing Noah, and how much of a fan have you been of the Transformer movies? Did you have to play catch up and go see all of them again, or had you watched them before?
I watched them before, but I watched them again. When I got the role, I went on Amazon and bought them all, and I watched them all again. But I've seen them all. I've seen them all. But I grew up with Beast Wars. I was a fan. I was a fan of Beast Wars, Optimus Primal, Cheetor, Rhinox. All these characters are characters that I love watching, and that I waited every Saturday to watch the show.
Did your parents ever buy you one of them? Because I know some of us always kept them until we got old enough. It goes, all right, time to throw it away.
Yeah, my mom did. I had like one or two. One that specifically that I remember, I can't remember the name of the character, but he was like this stingray. It was really cool. It was like this stingray, and he transformed. He was like aqua blue and silver and like gray. And he was really, really, it was a cool toy, man. I love that toy. I don't know where it's at. I wish I could find it, but yeah.
Not only that, but you've got the music of the 90s. You were young at the time, or probably not even born yet, so how much of the music did you appreciate, when you're hearing these songs again? I'm sure, obviously in your travels, whether you go to clubs and so forth, you hear, but to hear so many of your favorites in one film, it's always a blessing.
Always, man. Like, so cool to really like hear Notorious B.I.G., you listening to Nas, Wu-Tang. I'm like, yo, all these iconic groups and rappers in this movie about robot, like in this franchise that we never heard this music. We were from Linkin Park to Biggie. Like it's legendary, man. When Juicy started playing in that trailer, I went crazy, crazy. The DMX, when they played DMX, I was like, yo, this is this is different, man. We changing the game with this one.
And it's ironic that this movie's coming out during the 50th anniversary of hip hop, which is really great. You're working with Steven. I've known Steven for some time since his short film. You're working with Dominique. How was working with Dominique and establishing that dynamic? And what's your takeaway from Steven's direction that helps you out as an actor?
Wow. Well, working with Dominique is amazing. She's a beast. She's an amazing actor. She's a student of the craft. She cares so much about her craft, and I learned a lot from her. And Steven is brilliant. He just pays attention to detail. He's the same way in that in the way that Dominique is, and Steven is a workhorse. Like I don't really know any people who can outwork him. Like, and he's special, man. It's amazing to follow someone like that. You want a director that you feel has a vision and has such a clear vision that now the space is open for you to even explore more, right? And for you to grow as an actor. I really admire them both.
When you think Godzilla was a smaller role, but with this one, you're, obviously a center on it. How was it working with the green screen this time?
Working with the green screen, I mean, I love it. I really enjoy this kind of acting because you really get to use your imagination. You get to be a kid. You get to, like, you ain't talking to anybody for real. So you're just making it up, the whole thing. You're making it up. You can do different ways to say the same line, and you give them all different types of options, and they just take the best one or the one that fits best in the scene, and you get to see the voice actors really incorporate their flavor, like Pete Davidson, who plays Mirage. Pete, he got the role after we filmed, or before, maybe right before we finished, but he wasn't really cutting until after we finished the shooting principal photography. So, it's really cool to see how these kinds of movies come together.
That's great for you, you know. So obviously, with these roles, you're only getting bigger and bigger. What goes into saying yes to the projects you're taking, or that you want us to take?
It's really a lot of it is like, have I done that before? You know, is that something I've done? You know, I'm doing Twisters right now in Oklahoma. I've never played a scientist. I've never played this kind of character. You know, this guy's, you know, I was horrible at science. So it's cool to now play a role like this, you know, and be in a movie of another franchise, right? Another movie like that. So you know, it's just really like, have I done it before? You know, do I feel like I'm challenging myself? Do I feel like I'm growing? Do I feel like this is another opportunity for people to watch something I'm doing and be like, yo, we never seen it. We never seen him do it. We didn't know he could do that.
Anthony, congrats on the role. Obviously, I'm always supporting you. Keep it going. You know, your work gives me work, so let's keep it going.
Come on. Thanks, Wilson. I appreciate you, man. Good to see you, my G.
Take care.